And drivers will continue to see some relief on the roads and in their wallets. The latest action coming on the state's gas tax. Good morning. Happy Monday. You are looking live over the fairgrounds down in Perry. The time is now 6:30 on this September 5th. It's Labor Day. I'm Caitlin Heck. A lot of people getting ready to head out for the Labor Day road race in Macon, or just getting ready to spend some time on their day off enjoying the day. So let's head on over to Alex. Alex, hopefully you got your weather computer fixed so we can tell people the forecast.
Oh, we're about to find out. The Skycam came up, so we got that going for us. Let's see. Yes, the play button works. Okay, so it's a Monday morning. It sat there for a second, and the thing was spinning. And it was like, all right, they're coming to me. I better hurry up. And then, needless to say, the holiday countdown will be coming your way here in full weather in just a few minutes. 74 to get the morning started in Macon, 73 in Warner Robins, 74 in Eatonton, 73 in Milledgeville, and 72 down in McRae. The radar picture, mostly quiet, but we are seeing a heavier shower there just outside of Milledgeville, another one on the other side of Milledgeville, and that's about it. But yesterday afternoon, it was a rainy day here in central Georgia, especially during the evening hours. Most everybody saw at least some rain, and others saw a lot of rain. Check this out. This is the 12-hour rainfall totals. So yeah, pretty much the entire area saw some rain, but you drill this down here into North Macon and you get really right along Bass Road from Interstate 75 down to about Lake Wildwood, a ton of rain, several inches. In fact, let's drill this down a little bit closer. So there's the interchange there with Interstate 75, close to 7 to 8 inches of rain going down Bass Road here, crossing Rivoli Drive. There's 41 there. Here's Zebulon Road right here. Of course, we saw some flooding there along Zebulon Road. This would be where Walmart and Kroger is. A ton of rainfall across the area. 88 going to be the high temperature today with about a 30% chance. Overall, much drier than yesterday. And those heat index values talking about the 90s at times this afternoon. We are going to have some clouds around this morning for the race, though. You can see when get some breaks in the clouds there. Feels like temperature jumping right around the noon hour, eventually into the 90s. We do have more pop-up storms on the way for later today. We'll take a look at future view hour by hour here in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Alex. It's 6:32. A Warner Robins child dies after falling from a balcony. 2 drivers wanted after a shooting in Macon over the weekend, and the GBI looking into a shooting in Baldwin County. Let's catch you up on 3 things you need to know right now. A Central Georgia 4-year-old is dead after falling from a 3rd-floor balcony in Florida. Our CBS affiliate in Panama City reports it happened around 4:30 Saturday morning at Laketown Wharf Resort. Panama City Beach police say someone going to the gym found the child. The department confirmed to 13 WMAZ the child's family was visiting from Warner Robins, and our hearts go out to them. This morning, Bibb investigators continue to look for the men responsible for a weekend shooting on Mercy University Drive. The sheriff's office says it happened just after 3 Saturday afternoon near the intersection with Stephen Drive. Witnesses told deputies the driver of a white Honda CRV and white Honda Accord were in the turning lane to go onto Stephen Drive. The Honda CRV driver pulled onto the street and got out of the SUV. The sheriff's office says that's when he and the man driving the Accord shot at each other. A 3rd driver got shot as she passed the intersection. As of Saturday night, she was stable at a hospital. Now, if you have any information on the case, you can call Macon Regional Crime Stoppers. The number is right there at the bottom of your screen. It is 1-877-68-CRIME. Again, 1-877-68-CRIME. And right now, the GBI is investigating after a Baldwin County deputy shot and killed a man at the center of a domestic dispute call. The agency says it happened around 11:30 Friday night as the deputy responded to a dispute at a home on Union Hill Church Road in Milledgeville. When the deputy went into the house, 77-year-old Tommy Gilmore approached him and others in the home with a shotgun. The GBI says the deputy gave Gilmore commands to drop the gun, but he pointed it at the deputy, and that's when the deputy shot him. We spoke with Gilmore's son-in-law, who called 911 for help as the 77-year-old waved a gun around him and others in the home. He says Gilmore showed signs of dementia and was under the influence of alcohol. He says he was told that more help was coming, but only a single deputy showed up. The son-in-law believes the Baldwin County Sheriff's Office failed to handle the situation properly, and the GBI continues looking into the case. Coming up tonight at 11.
Conducted wood searches on foot. We've used article dogs looking for his cell phone. We've unfortunately used cadaver dogs looking for a body.
A Houston County man's disappearance ignited a search spanning several county lines. Now 2 years have passed with no answers. Our Kalisha Moore takes you into the case of Jesus Mencia Velez. You can join us for Unsolved tonight at 11 on 13 WMAZ News. The time is 6:34 in your state news. A Georgia prosecutor investigating the 2020 election says a poll worker was pressured and threatened with imprisonment. Fulton County DA Fannie Willis says it happened during a meeting arranged with the help of an ally of the Trump campaign. DA Willis is looking into whether former President Donald Trump and others illegally tried to influence the 2020 election in the state. Willis filed court documents last week seeking testimony from Willie Lewis Floyd, a director of Black Voices for Trump. Willis says after the 2020 election, Floyd helped arrange the meeting with the poll worker. Well, Georgia drivers, you'll now see the state's gas tax suspension run through mid-October. It was originally set to end next week, but Governor Brian Kemp extended it again. It now goes through October 12th. The tax suspension saves you about 29 cents a gallon. Under state law, the governor can suspend taxes by executive order as long as state lawmakers ratify the action by the next time they meet. Speaking of gas, AAA shows Georgia drivers now paying an average of $3.32 a gallon. That's down 6 cents from a week ago and 35 cents from last month. It's still more than 34 cents than this time last year. Good news, though, if you're hitting the roads in central Georgia. AAA shows Warner Robins, one of the least expensive metro markets in the state, with gas prices at $3.12 a gallon. I did see it for $2.99 in Warner Robins on my way into work this morning. Now to your weather-related news. People in northwest Georgia are waking up to the effects of thunderstorms and heavy rain. The downpours yesterday sparked flash flooding and some dangerously high waters in spots. You can see it here. Radar estimates show around 12 inches, so a foot of rain falling in parts of Chattooga and Floyd counties. That's where Governor Brian Kemp declared a state of emergency. Some people in Chattooga County got advised to boil water before drinking it because flooding at a water treatment plant. Here in central Georgia last night, cars got stranded along Zebulon Road because of heavy rains and flooding. Drivers in the area report over a foot of standing water on parts of the road near the intersection with I-475. You can see the mess there. Marvin Land, the stormwater manager at the Macon Water Authority, says crews worked on the stormwater system to fix the problem. He called it a system overload in the area near the Peak and Zebulon Roads near the post office. Sheriff's office and fire department blocked it off, but it's now back open. Land says it took crews a little over an hour to fix the problem. Just down the road at Lake Wildwood, take a look at this, more of the same. These pictures were sent to us last night from Joshua Morales. They show the aftermath of what a lot of rain in a short period of time can do. The water there almost topping that backyard fence. Well, Labor Day brings a road race and traffic detours to Macon this morning. What you need to know before traveling around Vineville Avenue. And a surprise party in Bibb County for a local celebrity and former WNBA player. How her friends celebrated her as she moves on to her next career opportunity. That's all coming up in a bit. Right now the time is 6:37. Thankfully the rain moved out of here by the time we get to the road race today. Of course, a lot of people want to spend time outside.
Oh, yeah, if it was delayed like 12 more hours, we'd be talking about a much different story this morning. Over 8 inches of rain in a few spots in and around Lake Wildwood right there. It was a very wet evening there here in central Georgia. But down at the airport, only 1.5 inches of rain. So that's what's going to go down there for September 4th. Even though we saw all that rain there in North Macon. Made it to 86 degrees yesterday. Of course, today being the unofficial first day of fall, according to some standards, fall officially begins in about 18 days. But the fall holidays, they're coming fast. Halloween, 56 days. Election days in 64, and Thanksgiving less than 100 days away, now down to 80 days. Here's a live look across downtown this morning. Fairly quiet here in downtown, but we are seeing some showers in a few spots. 74 here in Macon, 73 in Warner Robins, 73 in Soperton, 74 in Gordon, and 73 waking up in Upson County this morning. So again, mainly quiet as of now, but we are seeing a pretty good downpour there just on the outside of Milledgeville. This is going to be moving towards downtown, and then another pretty good downpour there. This is going to be on the east side of Lake Sinclair, moving away from Milledgeville and on up towards the north and to the east. But again, saw a ton of rainfall yesterday, especially in North Macon. You add up the rainfall totals, we saw upwards of close to 8 inches of rain in several spots. And over the past 5 days, we picked up a ton of rain as well. Caitlin was just telling you about Chattooga and Floyd counties. This is up north of Rome. How about north of a foot of rain over the past 5 days? And they're close to 7 inches there just outside of Americus, 11 inches down towards the coast. Anytime you get above this red color here, that's at least 4 inches. So widespread 4 inches of rain there along the coast. Again, temperatures in the 70s. All the rain we saw yesterday now towards the north. This is what you're seeing here in the upstate of South Carolina on up into North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, Kentucky. A rainy start to Labor Day up there. A few more showers back into Alabama this morning. As we head into the afternoon hours, a few more heavier downpours will be possible. I know you're seeing green dots on the map, but I think it's going to be a little bit more than that. And then especially as we get into tomorrow as well, the threat for showers and storms, once again, it looks like mainly towards the north. So we do have a rain chance each day, 30% today and tomorrow. That's going to be up to 40% by the time we get to Wednesday, and then 70% by the time we get to Friday. The tropics have come alive. We do now have a hurricane. Hurricane Danielle, it's spinning around in the north central Atlantic. This is going to continue its motion towards the north-northeast here over the next few days. Going to become an extratropical system as it moves closer to Europe. And then we also have Tropical Storm Earl. This is just to the north of Puerto Rico, winds of about 50 miles an hour. This is going to continue moving towards the north-northwest as well, strengthening into hurricane status, passing Bermuda to the south and to the east as a Category 2 hurricane. 88 is going to be your high temperature here in central Georgia today. 30% chance of rain. Again, much drier today compared to where we were yesterday. And if we're running the road race this morning, look for temperatures in the 70s. Some low clouds to start, maybe a sprinkle or two. Expect the sun to begin to come out right around 9 this morning. The 5K gets underway at 7:30. The 10K comes your way at 8 a.m. this morning. On into the next 7 days. A 90 for tomorrow with 30% chance of rain once again, but then the high temperatures come crashing down all the way to 79 by the time we get to Friday, but that does not come without a trade-off. A 60% chance of rain there on Thursday, 70% on Friday, and then keeping that 60% chance of rain with low 80s around through the weekend.